Idaho Matters podcast is brought to you by St. Luke's On Demand Virtual Care, which allows patients to see a provider from their home using a computer or smartphone with on demand care for common ailments such as a cough, sore throat, or a sinus issue. More information at stlukesonline.org. From Boundary to Bear Lake, Fremont to Payette, Oahe to Oneida, there are interesting people, places, and histories in all of Idaho's counties. And Idaho Matters wants to share it with you with stories from all 44 counties that make up the Gem State. Email your ideas to idahomatters@boisestate.edu or use the Talk to Us feature in our app, available on Apple and Android, and tune in each weekday at noon for Idaho Matters. More Idaho Matters now from the studios of Boise State Public Radio News. I'm Gemma Gaudette. Well, it is never too late to learn something new, which is why every year the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute puts together hundreds of classes for adults 50 years and older. Now, these courses explore everything from the history of rock and roll to artificial intelligence to climate change. And next week, Osher will be kicking off a new semester of learning. So joining us now to talk more about what's in store this fall is Dana Thorpe Patterson, the director of the Osher Institute. Dana, so nice to have you with us.
Oh, thank you for having me back, Gemma. It's always a pleasure to come on and talk about the Osher Institute.
So, Dana, some folks may not know what the Osher Institute is. So, can you tell us a bit more about it and what it is?
Yeah, so the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute here at Boise State University is a non-credit program. Programs are designed for seniors, specifically 50 and older. However, we welcome any adult who'd like to come to these programs. The beautiful part of the educational portion is that these are non-credit, but they're college level classes. So for people who were busy in their adult life raising families or in career fields that didn't have time to take classes that of a variety of interests, now they get to come back and take a multitude of programs from history to science and technology, arts and theater, and so much more. And so the Institute is endowed by the Bernard Osher Foundation, who had a belief that lifelong learning is powerful to keep us healthy as we get older. And so the directive is that we support the educational component that keeps us healthy as we age. And we also provide a great community where folks can come to classes in person or live stream in. But coming in person, they get to make a whole new group of friends as they age and people with like-minded interests or meeting people from different walks of life that enrich their worlds. So it's always a great time here at the Institute. We have over 1,500 members join us each year. And as you mentioned, Gemma, the classes will start in just a couple of weeks. And so we're excited to roll out a brand new catalog of classes.
So, how many speakers do you have lined up for this fall semester?
We have, for the fall semester alone, we have 75 speakers scheduled to come in and talk. And then in the spring semester, which is part of our membership year, we'll have another 85 or so speakers scheduled for that semester. One of whom I might add for listeners interested, I believe we'll be hosting Gemma Gaudette from Boise State Public Radio to come in and speak to our members as well.
Yeah, no pressure, Dana. No,
They're going to
we'll
love
see who
having
shows
you.
up.
We're so excited that
Oh,
you're coming down to our neck of the woods. We're going to love
well,
that.
I will tell you, it makes me a little nervous, but I will do my best. So I am not coming until the spring. So tell us a little bit about, maybe give us a preview of some of the lectures you have coming up
Sure.
in the next month or
Each
so.
semester I get just a little nervous about can we do even better than we did the last semester? And I'm so happy to report the catalog for this fall semester is kind of a mind-blowing list of speakers. We're hosting Tony Doerr, Pulitzer Prize winning author,
Mm.
historian Dr. Richard Bell from the University of Maryland, who has some amazing American history classes that he brings in for us. We're also hosting several Boise State University faculty members in the fall. You mentioned the history of rock and roll. Dr. Kim Ganong will be here to do that program for us. We'll be going on campus to meet with Dr. Joe Tornello with the Blue Thunder Marching Band, which will be exciting. And then we have a number of other classes I could mention. We're hosting Mayor Lauren McLean. In fact, I think she's our opening speaker on August the 13th. And we'll be hosting the Chief of Police, Chris Dennison, later in the semester as well. Our Symposium for Successful Aging has 8 speakers in a 2-day period. So this is one where you want to come and put your seatbelt on because it's going to go fast. But it's some great classes on artificial intelligence for seniors, eating smarter for our better health, aging with purpose, sleep issues, and how to overcome those as we get older. All of these are really geared to improve our aging process so that we feel younger and healthier as we get older. So there's just something for everybody in our schedule this semester. As I mentioned, there's art and theater, music programs, lots of history and science and technology programs too,
So I
just to name a
imagine
few.
these yeah, and Dana, it seems to me that I mean there's so much to learn, right? I mean, so of course, it's learning something new, right? Continuing that lifelong learning.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
I would think as well, this must create a real sense of community for your members. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because I'll say this, I think it's very difficult to make friends in adulthood, right? We all get lucky, I think, and it happens. But I would think that once you stop working and you retire, it might even be even more difficult.
Absolutely. We see that a lot. And quite frankly, speaking as somebody who moved to Boise about 6.5 years ago from my home state of Alaska, starting over, making new connections and friends is really challenging. We meet a lot of new Osher members who have just moved to Boise. Either their children or their grandchildren live here and they wanted to be closer, but they're also starting over with no network of friendships. So building that community is really important. I spoke with Bernard Osher last year at one of our conferences, and he was really impressed with our lineup of classes. But his question to me was, "What are you doing to build social community?"
Mm.
I'm happy to say that I took about 10 minutes of his time to tell him about that because we really pride ourselves on making a comfortable learning space with ample time to socialize. We have, during the breaks, we have coffee and cookies. We have social hours every month where new members, especially, we encourage to come in to meet other people. For those who have just moved here or perhaps are widowed, we really want them to have that sense that there are people here who are in their, they're in their court, they're going to benefit from. We try to set up a lot of special interest groups where members can get together outside of class and go do other things. We have a hiking group that meets every week, and we have a group that walks the green belt. Personal writing, there's a group of folks who get together to work on their memoir every other week. So we really try to create those moments and the time and availability to get folks in and connect them with other people. We know that those two things, keeping our brains active and healthy and having social opportunities, are really, really important to healthy aging.
And before I let you go, I mean, not only do you have classes and trips for people to take part in, but you also have some really special events coming up. One being an open house, correct?
We do, yes. So each semester we offer an open house in August. It's a fairly big one. We have returning members who come in to pick up materials, but it's open to the public, and we invite folks to stop in and learn a little bit about the Osher Institute, pick up some materials, and actually meet not only the staff, but a lot of our volunteers that work with the organization. So Tuesday next week, from 10 till 2, at the Osher Institute. We're located at the Yonke Family Research Building on 220 Park Center Boulevard, actually the same building where Boise State Public Radio is housed.
Mm-hmm.
And we invite people to come in, have a bite to eat with us, mingle. We'll introduce you to some folks, and we'll show you some of the great programs that we have coming up that we'd love to have you be part of.
And I mentioned trips, Dana. So this is also part of Osher as well.
It is, and it's really fun. We had done a lot of travel before the pandemic. Of course, we had some time out then where we were a little more cautious. Our trips are back in full force now. We are going to a number of places in the next year and a half, 2 years. We have a trip scheduled to Oaxaca, Mexico in January. We're going to the French Riviera next May. We
Oh.
have a speaker, one of our favorite speakers, Dr. Aja Pereltsvog, is going to be our host and take some of our Osher members to the Baltics next summer. These are all open to not only our Osher members, but the public can actually travel with us if they're interested. They just need to contact our office and we'll get them set up with links to be able to get their name on the list. We have a trip on the Danube for Christmas, not only this coming December, but a year from this. We have a second one because the first one sold out, quite honestly. And then we'll be going to Peru, Croatia, Spain, and then some regional trips. We'll be going back over to the San Juan Islands. We've done this trip before and it was very popular. And of course, we'll be going back into Yellowstone Park. That's always a favorite. And we try to take some of our Osher speakers with us who are experts in wildlife and the park system. So again, something for everybody, and we love traveling, and we'd love to have folks come with us.
How do people find out more, Dana, if they haven't been involved with Osher yet?
Yeah, well, come and visit us, first of all. We love to meet people face to face, give you a little tour, and show you where our beautiful classrooms are. You can find us online at boisestate.edu and a forward slash, and then Osher, Osher. You can email us at osher@boisestate.edu or give us a call at 208-426-6554. The acronym for 6554 is OLLI, Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, so you won't forget that number.
Well, Dana, as always, it's such a pleasure to have you come in and always talk to us about what's coming up at Osher. Really appreciated the time with you today.
So happy to be here, and thank you so much for your great program, Jim. We're delighted with having you as a guest this coming semester too.
Okay, well, I'm going to do my best, Dana. So
I have faith in
we've
you.
been
You're going to be great.
well. Thank you so much. We've been speaking with Dana Thorpe Patterson. She is the director of the Osher Institute, talking about the upcoming fall programs. This is the Idaho Matters podcast. I'm Gemma Gaudette.